Hello everybody, this is Little Frost and today we are playing Amorous. I know, a furry game? Ah, wow, I know, right? Well, anyways, I heard a lot about this game and decided, hey, why not? So let's try it. Pretty much everyone loves the coast. Clear blue skies above the crystal clear white water of shoreline. What's not like what's not to like, right? That's my oh fuck. Don't get me wrong, this place to be if you want to slim girls, hunk guys, or curious tourists, and the spectrum between those two, it's a hotspot holiday destination for anyone wanting to pay for the tranquility of an ocean breeze with the occasional slap on the ass. It does wear thin when this when this is all you ever known. The beach gets gradually less interesting the more you see it. The constant barrage of skimpy trunks, lacy bikinis, and culture that embraces its liberal sexuality. I suppose I can see why it's much a big deal for outsiders. Maybe I'm a little spoiled. I guess I'm just a bit of a stick in the mud. School and work always got in the way, you know? Anyways, there's more to life than trying to hook up with everyone in your senior year. I never really found the time to date after graduation, drifting apart from friends who had a different mindset. I see enough of that at home from my libido driven brother. Beep beep! Beep beep! Ugh, the sweet serenade of the alarming going off again. Time to get up, face reality. I'm beginning to wonder why I keep sitting in the first place. Setting in the first place. It feels like every morning I sleep past my wake up call a little longer. I guess it's pretty easy when there's nowhere you're expected to be in an hour. 11 a.m. At least I can still consider it breakfast if I get up now. My motivation seems like it's extra low this week. Saturday morning, and it feels like the middle of the week still. Oh, wait. I just remembered. Cody invited his friends over today. Watching them get all touchy-feely gets kind of weird, considering we still share a bedroom. Yeah, screw that. I'm not going to pretend to sleep while they swap saliva. At least he's over at their place most of the time. If I'm quick, I can dodge a bullet and sneak out of the house before having to say hi. So far, so good. No sound of anyone while I was in the kitchen. I can grab a shower when I get back. Though I guess I'll still didn't work out where I'm going after the escape plan. I may as well decide on that now. Hmm. With me, I would like to help out around the house, even though I prefer to relax and chill and use the internet, obviously, but usually I help around the house. I don't think mom or dad are home. I would have been woken up for earlier if that were the case. If not by my dad himself, it'd be the two of them crashing around the kitchen and living room doing the weekly cleaning. They'd probably appreciate me cleaning up the place before they get home. I could even have a skim through with pantry and try making dinner. Hey, there's my ray of sunshine. You're looking chipper this morning. Damn it, Cody. Give me a heart attack, why don't you? I didn't even know you were here. We're home already. Where the hell are you? Where the hell are your clothes? Don't tell me you and your boyfriend are already doing it in my bedroom. Hey, that's not very nice. Can't a little brother say good morning? Anyway, It's our bedroom, don't forget. It's just 'cause you're in there all the time doesn't mean it's yours all day. Yeah, I guess I get that part, but the only time I see you in there is when you're getting boxed by some other dude you just met. Excuse me for being a little bitter, especially when I'm trying to sleep and all I can hear is bed squeaks and bird squawks. Is he in there now? Spent and sleeping like a kitten, I bet. I might need to grab a few things. For your information, it's just you and me at home. That's why I'm just in underwear. Don't you ever walk around the house naked when you know no one's around watching? You do it even when I'm around to see codes. Anyway, yeah, my friend. He isn't here. When he's getting here, then. I just want to know how long I have the bathroom to myself before you're being thrown up against the glass. He isn't coming at all. He dumped me this morning. Via text. Whoa. That's awful, man. What a jerk. Why did way to do that? I was wondering, can I spend the day with you? To cheer up, I mean. He seemed like a nice guy from when I met him. Sorry, Cody. You want to hang out? Let me think for a sec. You caught me right when I was going to do something. Hey, cheer up, okay? We'll go do something fun together. You can put that douchebag behind you. Not behind you, but, well, you know what I mean, what I'm trying to say. I knew I could count on you. You're always there for me. We hardly spend time together these days, anyways. Well, you're hardly home. When you're not working, you're crashing at a friend's place. Probably up to no good as usual. If you wanted me around more, you could have just told me. Remember, when we used to share a queen-size bed together, you couldn't sleep unless I cuddled up next to you. Come on, that was years ago. Plus, it'd be weird now. We aren't kids anymore. Doesn't exactly change much to me. Speaking of sharing beds, is there anyone you've been bringing home? Are they cute? You certainly seem tired out when I get home. What? I'm just saying. Don't tease. You know I haven't seen anyone in that way since high school, even when I never really took my relationship seriously. You don't have to take them seriously to have fun and enjoy yourself. Not getting frisky is probably why you've been so mopey lately. I'm not mopey. Tense up then? It's not that. It's just not working for a few weeks kinda gets me down is all. I'm gonna have to sell something soon to afford rent. Should have told me you were feeling down. Hey, don't worry about that stuff this week, okay? I'll cover the rent this week for spending time with me. The way you say that makes me sound like a jerk who needs to be compensated for spending time with my stepbrother. I love you, Codes. It's just seeing you with your boyfriend all the time while I can't seem to find anyone for myself gets a little frustrating. Hey, it's no sweat off my Hey, it's no sweat off my back. You covered my butt plenty of times when you were working. It's a shame you got laid off though. You seem like you were good at that one. Couldn't really help that they downsized the whole department. Yeah, it sucks. But you don't like me bringing friends around whilst you're home? I'll stop inviting them if it's going to frustrate you. No, I love it when you're here. It's just, well, I see you. You've finished school. You're out the house most of the time, working and loving life, exploring your sexuality. And here I am. I'm back to square one. Ha! I was wondering if I should bathe today. Big decision. Aw, you're too sweet. You're not that far behind. You just need a kickstart, and you'll be back on track. I can't really help you with that job hunting. But how about you and me go into town tonight and check out the clubs? I could use a fresh start myself, especially after this morning. Sure. Well, I did say I would spend the day with you. What harm could it do? If it gets boring, you will go to the movies or do something else instead. Awesome. You'll have the tone of the fun, trust me. You'll have a ton of fun, trust me. Oh fuck, anything you want to do together in the meantime. I picked the nighttime activity. You get the daytime. Hmm. Give me a sec to think of something fun. Oh, that's gonna be fun for a while. We can play a co-op game. We'll have to go easy on you, but this time, go on your butt. Oh, fuck. God damn it. It was the first time myself and Cody had a dedicated day to each other for a while, as long as I can remember. We seem to have become distant during high school, and it kind of sucked. It kind of stuck that way ever since. Maybe this club thing wouldn't be so bad after all. I haven't even thought about meeting people outside of work for or school for a while. I put on an easy two-player game that we could play together. He loved platformers, but wasn't very good at them. On the other hand, he could whoop me easily in most fighting games. He leaned on me in game, just like he did physically on the sofa, even though he was having a difficulty. I could tell he was enjoying himself. It wasn't long until he convinced me to throw on competitive games. We started up a recent shooter, giving him a gentle nudge in their ribs every time I caught him spying on my side of the screen. He was better at those games. He almost winning as much as I did. I was glad that our parents were out when it turned to playful verbal abuse. We had just enough time to squeeze in a few rounds at his favorite fighting game. I have no idea when he became so good at them. But no matter what character he did picked, he seemed to know what he was doing far better than me. He was actually using his special moves and combos. Now I stuck spamming moves I knew randomly and hoping for the best. He gave me a big hug before pointing out that at the time, if we wanted to go out tonight, we had to get ready soon. Hey, can I use the shower now? Or are you gonna make me climb in there with you? It's all yours. By the way, what should I be wearing to this thing anyway? Is there a theme? I don't have to wear that, do I? If you're gonna, if you wanna go in just your underwear, I'll be your wingman. Wingman. Get it? But really, wear whatever you want. This place has a very flexible dress code. Take your time and pick out something nice while I'm there, okay? Hey, on the side note, I'm gonna borrow that towel. I didn't bring mine over. Can't you use another one? There's like five of them in there. That one's my favorite color. Plus, you're practically dry now anyways. I'll let you off the hook this time. Better swoon me off my feet when I'm back. I'll leave the bathroom door open just a sliver, just in case you need me. I'm sure I can dress myself. Go get cleaned up. We should get going soon. Ooh. Alright, knowing Cody, he's gonna be in there for ages. I have plenty of time to get ready. Now it's just a matter of figuring out where to start. Yeah, jeez. Oh shit, that's what I look like? Okay, fine. Let's change color. My favorite usually is mint green. Actually, perfect. Uh, sock hook. Oh, okay. Phone, body. Actually, I kind of like where I'm looking, but if I want to look the way I want to go. Oh, I'm still on the phone change. Okay, hold on. Uh, let's see. Uh, oh, right, okay. Whoop. Is, is, uh, eh? Or do I just... I don't know what I'm doing. Oh no. Cruz the bear, panda, chocolate hawk, Zolva jacket. Ooh, dragon. Uh, it's one of these games. Closet furry. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's go with blank slate. All right, that one will work. I want my phone to be white. I want it to be this color. Minty. Minty fresh. The soft minty. Alright. Now then. Boop. Body. Body. There we go. Let's see. Body color. Double click just as... I want to be... Wait. Oop. Under markings. Does he have under markings? Stripes? No. Nail color. Actually, that's about it. Under thigh markings? Oh, no. 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 Stripe markings? No. Underbelly markings? No. You know what? Nails. Nails. There we go. Much better. Arms. Long forearms. Short forearms. Avian forearms. No. I actually kind of like them the way they are. Legs. Legs. Actually, they're pretty darn good. Boop. Head. Head color. Boop. Uh, higher. Lower. Hold on. Eh, eh. Oh my god, it's a shade darker. Oh my god, it's a shade darker again. But I can't. No, no. Scruffy? Scruff? No, no. Snout, snout. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. You. Oh, I can't copy. Oh. Muzzle. Muzzle. Wait. Oh my god. I can't. Okay. Nose. I know my nose is minty green. Like, boop. Like minty. There we go. Teeth. Muzzle horn? Muzzle mask? Oh, no. Keep the teeth white. Oh my god, the ears. Okay. Horns. There are no horns here, mister. Tab darker. Ah, shit. Darker. Inner ear. Be cool. My dude doesn't have hair, but eh. Actually, it kind of. If it did, it would be this. It'd be lighter since the front. Alright. Still going good. I'm so sorry if my face randomly goes crazy. I'm trying the facial features for the first time and it's not working very well. it, it's very strange, trust me. Alright, eyes. Eyes. I think those were also minty green. Nope, not that part. Front eyes. It was minty green, but dark minty green. Like brow color. Um. Oh god. God. Okay. You're gonna have multiple tails. It would be darker since it's behind. There we go. You could have multiple tails. Nope. And then lastly, feet. Some people's wet dream. God. Feet. Alright. And I found it! Yes, I found the exact color. Wait. It's bright. You know what? Good enough. Close. Close. Close that. Did it. I did it. Okay. Reset. Oh, hell no. Save. save. No, God, no. Wait, how do you current blank site based on the current? No. Can I change the name? Can I change the name? I guess not. Uh, I my template is like not existing. Do I still save? Please. Wait, hold on. Let me read that one more time. Based on the current character, Husk of the Blank, do you wish to create a new template with name Husk of the Blank based on the current character? Uh, yes. I want to change the name though. I guess not. I have no choice in this matter. Okay. Alright. Back to prologue. Are you sure you wanna look in the game? Yes. Yes. Hey, Husker, the blank slate. Did you move the conditioner? I just ran out. Could you? Whoa. Do you mind? Just letting it hang out while you look for your outfit, huh? Well, for reference, if you came up to me like that and asked me out, I'd be all for it. Har har. I know you're not used to getting dress codes, but you tend to need to strip down to put new clothes on. Anyway, pervert. I'm sure the club has slightly more restrictions on clothes. Yeah, it sucks. The scary thing is, I can't tell if he's joking or not. I guess it's to make it easier to tell a few things about someone. Get back in there and finish up, and stop distracting me. Looks like you were admiring yourself in a mirror to me. And where's your towel, Mr. Preachy? Guess I didn't think of that. Anyway, I still need to rinse. I can go change in the bathroom if you're not comfortable around me. You just caught me at an awkward moment is all. Nothing either of us haven't seen before. I saw a new conditioner bottle under the sink. Finish up quick. We shouldn't stand around all night like a pair of nudists. I'll have underwear at least by the time you're back, but promise. Sounds fair to me. Just don't take forever. Or get to dress, or I get to dress you. I better decide on the outfit before he gets back. Okay, I need an outfit that really expresses me. Well, better cut down the options. Male, I've been this way my whole life. I have mixed. Narrows things down. Now wardrobe on the wall. Yeah. I wish. I'm not leaving without my boots. The punk biker look. I mean, to tell you the truth, I would wear like shorts and a t-shirt because I'm always like, or a t-shirt and comfortable pants. But if I'm going to like a party or something, I'll wear my boots. I wouldn't wear biker stuff, but that would be like the closest thing I have. I don't have a leather jacket. I wish. And here I was thinking, might swap those torn up clothes for something flashier. Ha! I guess it's your style though. It suits you. Ah, things has got a blank slate. Well, we're both dolled up. Time to put it to good use. Let's get going then. I decided to let Cody drive since he knew the way. He was such a regular, and a date one of the bouncers briefly, that we didn't have to worry about waiting in line when we got there. It was one of those clubs. Once the staff knew you, you were fine. Otherwise, you had to be very patient to even see the inside. We drove through the illuminated side of the town. The sun now, well, it's on its way setting. Nightlife bustling all around us, around the bars and waterfront restaurants. Cody kept reassuring me that I'd have a blast and think he could read my nerves pretty easily. I've gotten myself into this without really thinking about it. If the club filled with types of guys Cody liked and to date. He's not always the best at judging characters. He can be way too nice to everyone, and I'm certainly a bit too more picky. I suppose technically Cody had his long distance boyfriend to anchor him these days, but he wasn't exactly looking to head home empty handed. His boyfriend knew what a free spirit he was, and they had some sort of agreement whilst they were apart. Cody always seemed to find someone who'd take advantage of his carefree attitude, though. On the flip side, I should probably try to be more adventurous if I didn't want to spend all my time trying to black out the sound of Cody having fun with his local boyfriends. Alright. Hold up there, Harleys. Get enough of you looking around the park a lot. We've got a line for a reason. So go find yourself a space at the back of it and wait all like everyone else. Hold up. Don't you recognize this cutie? Ah, Cody. Sorry, champ. Didn't see you there. You and your friend can come in. Thanks again, big guy. Well, that was really cool of him to let us in this easy. I knew you were friends with the bouncer, but I didn't realize it was that close. I met him through my friend's versions. It's a long story, but let's just say he has a soft spot for cute guys. A simple I did him a favor would have sufficed. I just appreciate you getting us in. I've never been in a club like this. I wasn't exactly experienced in the club scene at all, honestly, but I didn't want him prodding me about it and to psych myself out. Anytime, hey, I'm gonna go dance for a bit, hopefully catch someone's attention. If you need me, just come find me. Have fun, explore around. Alright, Codes, go have fun. I'll come see you if you get bored. If I get bored. Off he goes, already rocking his hips to the music as he disappears around the corner, towards the source of the quickening beat. I didn't want to smother him, or cockblock him if meet new people was gonna cheer him up. I might as well look around and figure out what I'll do from there. Just headed. Ooh. Hello. 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 Oh. Oh. Oh, Digimon. Oh boy. Oh, we just went in the big old circle. Okay. Who are you? Despite him being alone at bar for of one of the most active clubs in recent memories, my eyes were drawn to the slender feline leaning over his book. He wouldn't sit there for long a moment then. Without cue, he would scribble frantically in the leather-bound journal spread out before him. Now and then he would lift his glasses from the bar and lean back, pausing to take a drink as if someone was expecting him to. This adorable ruse was undermined, however, as each sip was followed by a grimace of the barely contained disgust. He remained intently focused on his notebook. He hunched over the table enough that he didn't notice when I shimmied my seat next to him. I casually watched as he moved, almost froze, from his frantic writing to reach for his glass and writing to reach for his glass and leaning into the bar. That was when he noticed me, and a sudden fit of surprise spilled his drink down in front of his shirt. Who? Where did you come from? And who said you could sit here? His indigenous Digmus seemed more due to the bolt of alcohol off his chest rather than serious concern about my presence. I flagged down a waiter and ordered him another drink before offering him a napkin. It's a bar. I didn't realize the seat was taken. Anyway, I was interested in getting to know the only person working harder at a nightclub than staff. I extended my hand across the table. My name is Husko the Blank Slate. It's a pleasure to meet you. It took him a moment, getting as much as he could of his drink off his chest and lap before he set a napkin down and gave me a thorough look over. Those bright blue eyes narrowed for a moment as he hesitantly offered his hand in return. Seth, I'm Seth. Is this how you usually introduce yourself to people? Husker the Blank Slate. Not usually, no. Just notice you're one of the only other people here not either dancing or relaxing with others. I was curious about what brought you here. You don't seem like the type. I'll admit, it's an escape, but it's also to help me work through the creative process. Many famous authors immerse themselves in the popular culture of their day to draw on new experiences and observe people in a new environment. I suppose that's true. I thought most of them indulged in parts because it was their particular interest more than strict research. You don't strike me as the type to write romance or erotica, though. Why would you think that? I mean, I don't, but why would you assume that is the only motivation for me to be at this club? Mostly, even though the bouncer are wearing half the clothes you are, and because I came here with my brother Cody, especially because this is his favorite place to meet guys for a fling. You have to admit, your choice of ambiance suggests something more than just curiosity about popular culture. By now he was blushing furiously, the spots of his red visible beneath his snowy white cheek fluff. For, despite his attempt of appearance aloof, something spoke that about his relative discomfort in being here. I'm not here to judge. It's just, well, interesting. I get enough stories from Cody to get an idea of how this place tends to function, and you appear to be actively avoiding that function. Well, I'm honing my craft. trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone so I have a breadth of experience to write from. It's the sort of thing others do. So you're a writer. What experience are you getting? You sure you're not just learning? So you're a writer. Maybe you've written something I've heard of before. What do you have out there? Well, I'm not published per se. I'm building a body of work before I approach anyone. Wouldn't want to come off as some sort of del- deliterate. I suppose that makes sense. Authors rarely have a single work to their name. Do you have something I could read? He sat upright. The slouch that had been so prevalent before suddenly vanished. His ears perked up as well, before he glanced to the side and then back to me. It took a long moment before he responded. I suppose you could look over a couple of my things. It's all still rough drafts, though. I haven't had it run by editors, so don't expect too much. Hesitantly, he dug into his shoulder bag, sitting beside him before producing another composition notebook, and then sat down in front of me. It's mostly snippets and some poetry. I know, it's self-indulgent to play with rhymes, but you have to find your muse when it comes. He watched intensely as I skimmed over his work. It was mostly fluff, fragments of ideas, and occasional clever rhyme. Each piece seemed too short, as if it were cut off before completion. He seems to have trouble sticking to an idea. Maybe that's why he was looking for inspiration. Well, what do you think? I mean, I can't expect much from what I provided, but input is usually appreciated. You've got some good starters here, but that's most of what am seeing. Some good opening ideas. Like you said, this was mostly just scribble, but have you gotten to finish a work yet? The muse comes and goes as with all creative endeavors. I've got plenty of good material to work with. I just need to find the right world to let it grow in. You seem very sensitive about your work for someone who is writing in public's eye. Well, writing is a very it pulls quite deeply from internal, well, everything I write is in some way a reflection of myself. I suppose it's easy to take things personally. Well, if I may be so bold, what brought you to the club tonight? Since you clearly aren't driven by a desire to quietly observe, nor are you obviously looking to get drunk or dance. I'm curious as to why your motivation is. What your motivation is. Mostly, I guess, to keep myself occupied and distracted. Cody, my brother, very much likes this place, but doesn't always want to go alone. I needed time away from my problems, and he wanted a ride. A match made in, well, necessity. Well, then, where else might you have gone if you have the option, ignoring cost, location, or any of that? I've always wanted to travel around a bit more, you know, see a few other places. I haven't had much of a chance to go out of town, maybe even travel to another country and immerse myself into the culture. I mean, it's great here, but sometimes you just want to explore, you know? My answer seemed to intrigue him. His head bobbed a few times in agreement as he jotted down a few notes. I've always thought it was important to learn things about another culture. It helps you to better understand your own, not to mention the sheer joy of exploring. He seemed to be rather thrilled with his pseudo pseudo interrogation. Oh God, I can't read fast. So being that we were in a club and you already expressed curiosity as to why I'm here, what do you like about this place? When I'm feeling mopey, I just have too much time. I like to find other people to be around. Conversation, laughs, and banter between friends really helps to perk me back up. He looked a little surprised, jotting down a few extra lines in his notebook before glancing back up at me. I suppose I should be flattered you've directed your attention to just me, and then extroverts commonly don't enjoy engaging with me for extended periods of time. So we've established where you wanted to be and why you wanted to be there. But the big question is, who do you want to be there with? What kind of person would you be looking for that is in this at this club? I get the feeling that this is a somewhat pointed question. I also get the feeling that there is something more going on here than simple research. He shot me a Cheshire cat grin and placed a hand on his chest in mocking shock. Clearly he was enjoying this intimate game of 20 questions. I want to meet someone interesting, someone with stories and sort of confident charm that interrupts you. The kind of person who you can have a good laugh or thoughtful discussions with. Apparently, I said the right thing. A smile spread across his lips before resting the pen on the table. Without even looking at the notebook, he continued, I agree completely. Looks can be nice, but there's no substance behind them, then what's the point? A rolling round individual is far more important than just one aspect. Alright, one more question. And then I really should find Cody and figure out what he has planned for the rest of the night. I suppose I have been crying pretty heavily. That said, it has been a very interesting character study to say the least. It's rare I actually get to interact with someone. I'd hope I was more than just an intellectual diversion. Is that not the case? I didn't mean it like that. I mean, it's been interesting talking with you. I've been here for a couple of hours already, and you're the first person who stopped to talk that didn't want to take a drink order. I smiled and leaned on a bar. He was awfully cute when he desperately tried to regain his composure. So what's the last question? He hesitated, glancing down at his notebook for a second before scribbling something in the margins. As he looked back up, I could see his cheeks were still quite flushed. I was heading to the library tomorrow to do some research for a story, and there was a reading I was thinking of going to. Could I convince you to come along? Actually, I love to. What time? Really? I mean, great. The reading is a little before noon, but I'll be there early. Let me give you my number so you can call and let me know when you get there. He tore off the corner of a notebook page absentmindedly, leaving a snippet of poetry in his upper half, and passed it to me. Thanks. It'll be nice to have someone else there. It's always a little awkward to go alone. Sounds like a date then. I suppose it is. I need to get going, but be sure to call me as soon as you're up. I'll make sure to save us a seat. After gathering his things, he shot me another adorable smile and strolled off towards the door. I folded up the paper and slipped it into my pocket. Ooh, okay, okay. Alright, let's talk to Cody. Hey, bro. Can I borrow you for a sec? What's up? I'm kind of lost as to what I should be doing here. Any advice for a first timer? It's a huge club, Husko the Blank Slate. If the dance floor is too busy for you, there's a chill lounge in the back. Any upstairs area for winding down? Oh, and the bar too, just across the room. They have everything there. Pamper yourself. I'm not sure if I'm the pampering type. Well, maybe someone here is looking for someone to pamper them for the night. How's the manhunt going? Still working up the courage to ask someone else. It can be hard to tell. Well, yes, it can be hard to tell looking at you or girls behind you. Maybe here are a bit more open, but still don't want to misread the signals. I can see about 10 guys that are likely interested just from here. You'll be fine. Go mingle. Actually, uh, eh, I prefer dudes, thank you. My hand barely touched the counter before the bartender is right in front of me. From here, I can see that his uniform, while dapper, is clearly tailored for the club. His sleeveless vest and cuffed wrists are capped by a revealing tuxedo-style brief as well. Despite his state of near undress, he seemed quite chipper and buffed. Down the counter in front of me with the rag. Welcome to Amorous, hottest club in the town. I'm Jax, and I'll be your beverage artisan this morning, afternoon, evening. He winked at me before continuing. What can I do for you? To be honest, you're not what I expected in a bartender either. Cute, well dressed, and quite charming. Are you busy after work? Fluttering as that is, I make it a point not to get involved with customers. It gets messy. I can do messy. I might even like messy. Smiled broadly until I noticed his expression changing. That makes one of us. He cleared his throat a little and put back on a smile. You're a nice guy, but there's a reason I don't do that. Let me know if you need a refill. Uh, oh my god. Okay. I liked her. As I slid to one of the stools, he set a glass in front of me. I think I'd like a drink. What did you have in mind? I came here to relax, and now is a good time as any to start looking over the drink menu. I consider my options. I'll have something to help take the edge off. He looked at me. appraisingly for a moment. I see you as beer kind of guy, not a frog in the face for anything too hoppy. Sorry, bartender humor. Let me get you a house sale. He disappeared below the bar for a moment, rising to produce a pint of glass. He next slided under the tap and pulling a nice long draught before flicking his wrist and sending the drink sailing to my direction. To his surprise, I didn't reach out soon enough, but found the drink stop right in front of me, without a drop spilled. The tip of his tail curled around the base. One ale, shaken but not stirred. He smiled and released the glass from his prehensile grip before I wrapped my fingers around it. Wow, that was quite the show. Always happy to serve an appreciative customer. Is there anything else I can do for you? Well, you could start by telling me how you learned how to do that. I sipped at the drink as he chuckled and leaned forward on the bar. Drive, determination, months of nothing better to do, and the need for tips to feed my eating and rent paying habits. He winked at me and stood back up. Anything else I can do for you? Ask about him. Yeah, you can tell me a little bit more about yourself. I thought you came here to have fun, not just chat up with the bartender. Not much to tell, honestly. What you see is what you get. Seems like despite his friendly demeanor, he's hesitant to talk about his health. How about I start? My name is Husker the Blank Slate, and I'd like to get to know you better. Sorry, I just being a bartender tends to get you quite a bit of unwanted attention. You already know my name, but it's nice to meet you, Husker the Blank Slate. Got to got to say, you're already not what I expected in a customer. Clearly you enjoy what you do. What brought you to bartending? As I slipped a drink, I noticed his smile began to falter. He quickly tried to cover up. Oh, the women and the nightlife. It's always fun to be able to put on a show and make people nice. It's nothing special, really. Sure, he didn't just come here to try to play psychological just to a bartender. He's still very guarded. Maybe I shouldn't press him. Sorry, I didn't mean to press. You seem like a great guy. And, well, I'm out here to meet people. He stood up and picked up the drink. He hesitated a moment before putting a hand on mine. You've got to understand one thing. Being back here, being something for everyone, you build barriers. It's harder to take people at face value sometimes. We both looked at each other for a moment as I considered what he said. I stopped, placed my drink back on the bar, and settled in. Too much about this bartender interests me to just let it go at that. However, I'd have to be a little more reserved with my curiosity. I can understand that. I'm sure you get more than a share of unwanted conversations. There was an awkward pause. Him, absently cleaning the bar with a rag as I sipped my drink. I didn't want to sit in silence, but I didn't want to scare him off again. So I considered my options. Anything in particular? I've never been here before. A friend convinced me to come and then kind of left me in the lurch. What's a night here like? Well, there's the usual club crew looking to have a good time in any way possible. The dance floor is usually pretty packed, but most people are looking for someone to connect with. Either that, or they're telling me their problems. And of course, the drinks are all top notch. What brought you here? Oh, which one should I go for? I have no clue. I guess, well, I should tell them the truth. Just had a quite a bit of mine, though I could use a change of scene. My friend agreed and suggested we come here. I suppose it's just a little overwhelming. I chuckled nervously. Sorry, it's not quite the scene I'm used to. Oh God, excuse me. It never is the first time, believe me. I've seen just about every flavor of people walk through that front door. Still, maybe you should mingle a little. Most of the people here tonight are regulars. Who knows, you might meet someone interesting. Maybe so. You seem particularly interesting. Is that your regular uniform or your own choice? My own choice. They're pretty free with the dress code here, as you can tell from some of the Patreons. Well, to stand out in my own way from the rest of the crowd. Was there a reason behind your outfit? Thought I might be dancing or something. Figured it was a good idea to be comfortable. Though I can see that's not what most people dress for. True enough, most of the regulars like to show off the assets they have. Nothing wrong with being comfortable either. I just enjoy riding the edge between classy and risque. Sadly, as much as I enjoy talking about clothing, I'm on the clock. If you're not going to order, I should check in with the other customers. Can I get you something? I just slid into one of the stools, he said, in the glass and blah blah blah. Mine. What do you have in mind? Uh, uh. Oh, there it is. After a moment's consideration, I decided that if I was going to try something new tonight, I might as well be adventurous. I put the drink menu down and smiled at the bartender. You know what? Surprise me. His smile lit up immediately, eyes twinkling with a little mischief. Leaning towards, oh, he's one of these people. Whispering, oh God, you absolutely sure? They opened mouth to speak when he leaned forward and pressed a finger against his gesture like a grin. Nope, too late. Flickering his wrist to settle his cuffs, he began, his hand sliding beneath the bar, wrist over wrist, and in a single motion he drew out two bottles. Flipping both upside down and forward, he poured a shot of each into a glass before flipping them over his fingers like an action movie pistol, setting them down on the bar and releasing them. Next his hips shifted as I noticed his tail wrapping around the neck of a third bottle. lifting it smoothly off the shelf behind him and letting it roll down the full length of his tail to the small of his back. His right hand snagged the bottle by the neck, bringing it to the front. He gave it a quick shake with his wrist before flipping it over his index finger and setting it down with the others. With another quick hip shift, his tail wrapped around the fourth bottle and launched it into the air. My eyes went wide as it almost completely threw the arc. He caught the bottle by the neck and held it an inch or two above the glass before giving it two quick shakes. He tossed the bottle back behind him with a grin as it sailed straight back towards its tail tip. While it snaked around it, the bottle shifted it just enough that I could see it slip. His expression went from joy to horror as it smashed into the floor behind him. Damn it! That's going to come out of my check. I sat there, staring at my glass for a very long time. I still wasn't completely sure what I had just witnessed. He had clearly noticed my dumbfounded expression. You okay there? I snapped out of my shock and nodded slowly. Sorry about that. I'm a bit of a showman, and well, I was excited about trying out something new. Probably not the best choice in this situation. Still, I hope you enjoy the drink. My hand managed to grab his wrist for a moment as he looked back at me. Sorry, I didn't mean to insult you. I released his wrist and he drew back quickly. Just first time I've been served a drink with such flair. I felt a little awkward. It's alright. Enjoy the drink. No charge. It was an experiment, and I'm just glad you were taking it well. He smiled and walked over to check on the other customers. I did notice he kept an eye on me while I picked up my drink. I tipped back the glass and emptied it with a smile. Perhaps it wasn't the best idea as I felt a little lightheaded. I felt myself rock forward and I was about to hit the bar with something cushioning my fall. Blinked, I looked up to see the bartender, with a concerned look on his face, and his thick tail under my chin. I wouldn't have poured you that if you had that intention. That's some heavy stuff. He reached over and poured a tall glass of water, setting it in front of me. I admire your much, fuck, but drink up and just sit there right there. If you're intended to leave anytime soon, come back to the bar. You're not driving yourself or anyone else home tonight. I tried to object, but he was firm about it. After the water, I was feeling a little better and decided to walk back into the main room to find Cody and move around. Actually, whoop, 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 whoop. I'm guessing, well, she's still there, but I'm not really interested. Alright, I guess I. Oh, wait, I still have him to talk to, but check in with Cody. Hey, bro, can I borrow you for a second? What's up? Never mind. Yep, never mind. You'll be fine. Go mingle. I should probably not mess with him. Oh, sorry. Didn't see you down there. What's up? Hold on. Oh god, I'd like to request a song. I have to turn some knobs. Alright. Yeah, sure, no problem. But listen, I'm trying to put on a show here. Here's my number. Just text me the request and I'll get to it. Oh, sure. Thanks. The clip jury has been added to your contact. Oh, okay. Contact you. Request the song. Haven't heard that one in a while. Let's see. Hmm. That song is awesome. Alright. I should probably put it on. Oh, I can request different songs. That's pretty cool. That's a good way of dealing with things. Anyways, let's go here. I'm not surprised. No, you. Back. Okay, there was another. Wait, can I click on you? No. There is, however, that. Hmm. Yeah, no. I think. Well, I mean. But you know what? You know what? I'm gonna do it. Party's in there, buddy. There's tweens I gotta deal with. Alright. Hello? Hello? Is it glitching out again? Can I not? Can I not? Didn't I card you already? Get in or get back of the line. Ugh. Alright, fine. Jeez. Okay, fine. I couldn't deal with the buff guy. Fine. Man's barely touched the counter before blah 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 blah. Yes, in front of me. Oh god. Chipper and buff down. Uh-huh. Welcome to Amorous. Hottest club and he winked at me before continuing. What can I do for you anyways? Hmm. Drink. Never mind. Thanks. Alright, I guess I did everything. There's no like upstairs or anything, I don't think. Alright. Uh well I guess I haven't done it well, I guess head home. I think I've just about had all the fun I can have here. Do you mind if we head home? You sure you want to go? I normally go all night, but I'm happy to go wherever you are. You just let me know when you're sure. Yeah, it's late. I wouldn't mind calling it a night. Fair enough. I appreciate you coming tonight. You'll have to tell me about how it went on the way home. It's rowdy in here. It was refreshing to step outside. The bouncer gave us a gentle wave, Sharpie in hand, as he addressed the next in line. I felt a little bad for pressuring Cody to leave earlier than he usually would have, but he was all smiles. He was just happy that I came, I suppose. He insisted on driving, drinking apparently put him off with his game. After all the excitement, I barely recall what we talked about on the way home. It just flew by. It's funny, the trip to the club felt like a lifetime. I guess I was more nervous than I should have been. But not to overthink it. We passed out quickly when we got home, still riding the high of the evening. Ugh. First time I slept in late for reasons other than being a loafer. Seems like Cody is already up. Either that or he just dropped me off and went back to clubbing. The whole thing still feels kind of surreal. I should check my phone to see if I ended up getting any new contacts or if it was just one of those weird dreams. Eh. Actually, you know what? Okay, fine, fine. Chats. Get, 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 get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, okay. Gallery. No. Diary. Contacts. You know what? Back home. Back to club. Click to menu. Actually, can I save first before anything? Actually, I'm gonna leave. The text has to go with a blank slate. Hello? It's still. Oh my god. Okay. Ah, I didn't know you were home. Okay, I've held my tongue long enough. Slip it. Did you meet anyone cute at Amorous? Come on, I gotta know. Oh my god, I just hit on my brother. No. No. Well, no. Well, no. Guy, no. 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 Anyways, I enjoy chatting with people, sure. I don't know if any of them were really my type, but yeah, I did have a lot of more fun than I expected. I owe you one for dragging me out there, Codes. Hey, it wasn't totally a selfless act. I mean, yeah, getting you out there is a great, but, well, sometimes it's more fun to be shaking up with someone when you're not peeking from the corner. Yep. All right. But did I save? Oh, okay. There we go. And there we go. Hope you enjoy. I'm gonna continue later on the next episode. Please subscribe, comment, leave a like. Oh my god, my face. I hope I wasn't doing that all the time, but stay frosty, my friends.